You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I did by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the girl.
Welcome, the Randoms. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Let's go ahead. Let's get into these stories. Story number 1. Am I wrong for refusing to let my mom do my hair? My mom is a hairdresser. She has done my hair since I was born, and I dye my hair a lot. This weekend, I asked her to dye my hair. I told her what I wanted, purple. I showed an entire Pinterest page of the shade. I specifically said I was going to do my whole head to my roots. I'm not dyeing my hair unless I go to my roots, etc. I told her multiple times. This was on Thursday. Friday, I reminded her because I knew she would cancel on me. Are we still dyeing my hair Saturday? She said, yes. Saturday, she had to work. Understandable. It was only about 1 p.m. We had plenty of time. I texted her while she was getting home. Can you pick up the hair dye? She called me to basically say she was too tired to do it. I would have shrugged this off if this didn't happen constantly. It's hard to believe her when I always ask for something and there's an excuse given for why she didn't or can't do it. I didn't say anything at the moment. It didn't frustrate me as bad because I kind of braced myself for it. Anytime I ask to do something big like this, I brace myself for the fact it will probably not happen. Sunday comes and I remind her. She sighs and asks me to give her a plan because she doesn't know what I want. Are you serious? I showed her the Pinterest page. I said I wanted to do my whole head. She proceeded to give me the exact same conversation we had Thursday about what she'll have to do. It'll be so damaging. Don't go to your roots. It looks good if you don't go to your roots. Trust me, it looks better if you don't go to your roots. Every single time I try to dye my hair, she says this. Since I was 13. I told her exactly what I wanted every time, and every time she convinces me to do something else. Every time I believe her and wish I'd gone to my roots or followed what I wanted initially. I just want my hair purple. That's literally it. I told her forget it. I don't want to do it anymore, and that she doesn't have to worry about dyeing my hair again. This might be where I'm wrong. Okay, so in this situation, I do understand the fact that, yes, you're frustrated because you want your hair purple, your whole head. I get that. But I feel like because your mother knows how to do hair, I mean, she's a hairdresser. So if she's telling you, hey, this can be damaging to your roots, then I would definitely pay attention to that. Maybe she's making up excuses because she really doesn't want to damage your hair. I mean, you're her daughter, bro. Like, and even if you weren't her daughter, like, I'm sure she doesn't want to damage people's hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally her occupation to know these things. So to answer your question, are you wrong? I mean, yes, but I do understand you're a teenager, you know what I mean? And you're in that stage in your life where it's like, I just want this way, and that's it. And you're not trying to hear the consequences. But yeah, you're wrong. Listen to your mom. Story number 2. Would I be wrong if I told my guests that it was awful having them stay over? My fiance, 25 male, and I, 24 female, from Germany, had guests from the US for the last 10 days. Let's call them Tim, 27 male, and Tara, 24 female. I met Tim online during the pandemic. We bonded over talking about everything that was going on, our different experiences growing up, etc. We also talked about him visiting Germany since he had been wanting to come back. 5 years later, I am with my fiance. He has a girlfriend of 3 years. We are still talking regularly. My fiance and I just moved into a bigger place and decided to ask if they want to come visit. Everyone was stoked, and we helped them book the flights, work out an itinerary for their stay that even includes a weekend in Paris, and try to make our apartment as comfortable as possible for their stay. They want to sleep in different beds, which makes everything complicated, but we manage. At this point, I have never talked to Tara and try to reach out. She misses our first call, but it works out a week before they fly in, and I try to get to know her. We picked them up on Thursday. The airport is an hour from where we live, and it's 6 a.m. Everyone is tired. We get to our place, show them around, show them their beds made and ready with towels and some goodies. They don't thank us. I think it's because they had a long flight and let them unpack. We go out grocery shopping and try to get everything they want. There's a discussion about how awful it is that there are no public bathrooms available everywhere because Tim has to pee 10 minutes after we leave the apartment. It's awkward. Conversation is slow. I think it's jet lag. We leave for Paris Friday morning. I organized the trip and didn't get any input from them. Paris is okay. They don't talk a lot. Don't give their opinion. I'm at a loss. We spend Monday separately and wanted to spend the evening together. They arrived 45 minutes late without telling us. The next day we drive them an hour to my parents so they can pick up the car that my parents loaned them for a couple of days. They leave, we get one message a day. Saturday is our engagement party. They don't bring a gift or a card. They don't even congratulate us. Sunday night, Tim and Tara asked us if we'll be driving them back to the airport. I asked them if it would be okay if they took a bus back. They're okay with it. I have to book it for them. We bring them to the bus stop Tuesday morning, say goodbye, and still not one thanks or criticism or anything. I just feel very used. Would I be wrong if I said something? Is there something I'm not seeing? Personally, I've always been a fan of open communication, but maybe this is normal. And can it be put under cultural differences? I don't want to be rude. All right, so I'm gonna flat out say this. This has nothing to do with cultural differences or nothing. Like, they were just rude, okay? Like, it don't matter what country you come from. Like, you should know to say thank you. You know what I mean? Bring a gift for the engagement part. Like, this is stuff you should just know. Like, I mean, you're supposed to be able to have some sort of conversations and stuff in between, especially considering y'all are friends. So they just sitting there looking around the whole time like, listen, you did so much for them. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe, hopefully, looking back, they'll see that you were such a good friend to them. Now, the only thing that I can say would probably be something that a lot of Americans do, because just speaking for myself, like if I had to go to the bathroom or something like that, I am expecting there to be a bathroom or whatever, but that's just because, you know, that's how it is here. But I wouldn't be rude about it. Like, if they don't have a bathroom, they don't have a bathroom. You know what I mean? But I just feel like everything else was definitely uncalled for. So no, to answer your question, you're not wrong. Story number 3. Am I wrong for snapping at a thrift store clerk after she made a comment about my body? So this just happened today, and I've been going back and forth in my head about whether I overreacted. So for context, I've always been pretty average weight growing up, but a few years ago, I started gaining weight without really noticing. It wasn't some big dramatic shift. It just slowly crept up on me. I stopped weighing myself after I hit 205 pounds and just kind of gave up on checking after that. Then 2 years ago, after having my first child, I decided to take control of my health. I've worked my behind off since then, and I've lost over 66 pounds. Okay, go ahead, girl. Proud of you. That's good. You know how hard it is to lose 66 pounds? Listen, I'm trying myself. I now weigh around 132 pounds, and I've been maintaining that weight for a few months. It's honestly one of the hardest and most rewarding things I've ever done in my 33 years in life, next to having my child, of course. Anyway, on to what happened today. I would try to write out word for word the interaction that happened as I remember it, at least. Today, I went into this cute secondhand store, just browsing for fun. I spotted this absolutely stunning vintage dress, probably a size 36 or 38. It looked almost too good to be true, but I tried it on anyway, and it fit. Snug, but it fit. I felt amazing. At the checkout, I mentioned to the clerk how excited I was about finding it, and she said something like, "Oh, yeah, I tried that one on when it came in. It didn't fit me either. But hey, you never know. You might not be able to wear it for long." I was kind of taken back and asked, "Sorry, what do you mean?" She shrugged and said something like, "Well, bodies change. You know, after having kids, life. Most women don't stay that size forever." I said, "Actually, I just lost over 30 pounds after having a baby. I've worked really hard to get here. So maybe don't assume I'm just going to blow my back up. Thanks." She looked kind of stunned and muttered something like, "Wasn't trying to be rude." And the rest of the transaction was super awkward. I left with the dress, but now I'm feeling weird about the whole thing. My partner thinks I didn't need to say anything and that the comment probably wasn't meant to be mean. But to me, it felt super undermining and unnecessary. Like she couldn't just let me have a happy moment without making it weird or planting doubt. So, am I wrong for snapping at her like that and not keeping my mouth shut? So I don't feel like you're wrong for snapping at her, because at the end of the day, her comment was not needed. She don't know if you're going to stay that same size or not. I mean, yes, bodies do change and stuff sometimes, But some people can maintain their body. So like, at the end of the day, stop commenting on somebody else. Like, you don't know how hard it was for them to get there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like you had every right to stand up for yourself, period. But all right, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed these stories. I hope y'all been having wonderful weeks, months, years, all that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Share this video with your friends and your family. And I will see y'all in the next video. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Baby, I'm late, but